every woman does a jealousy test, right? Where they want to see whether or not you get jealous. The best and easiest way to deal with this test is simple. Don't get fucking jealous. If you're not chasing to begin with, it's going to be pretty hard for you to get jealous. If you, as a man, already have yourself set up to a way that you're going to want to do, or you have your mind set on a specific goal and you're focusing on that already, it's really easy to fucking avoid this. However, there is a lot of the men that is able to pass this test are slim, believe it or not. And fuck, we can take our neighbor for example.
You fucking fat shaming now?
Oh my god. Yeah. Yes. Speaking of which, only fat people are dying from COVID, but that's neither here. That's off topic.
You mean slim as in slim, or you mean slim as a low number?
But no, though. Shit, you wish the fucking fat, the obese fucking. Never mind. We're not going anywhere. We're not going near that. But women do the jealousy test, and like I said, as long as you focus on what you're doing and whatnot, you'll pass that test easily. Unless you find a bitch that's just fucking retarded like the one I had beforehand. And so, for example, right? In fact, I'll go with my story. I used to date a girl. Her name was Sammy. And in the middle of us dating and everything else like that, she would tell me about how there was a guy that she worked with, and pretty much like the guy would flirt with her or whatever, right? So what she wanted me to do was to get jealous, get upset, storm down in there, give this guy a piece of my mind, let him know that, hey, see that woman right there? That's my girl. And so on and so forth, right? But I hit her with one of my favorite quotes of all time. I'm a man. Men don't get jealous. That's a female trait. No ifs, no ands, or buts about it. And it's just one of those things like, well, aren't you going to, what if something happens, so on and so forth? And I was like, well, if you plan on fucking him, I'm leaving you. Like, that's just all that really boils down to it. Like, what do I have to fear from this man? He can't take you. And if he rapes you, he's dead. So what the fuck's going to happen here?
Okay, so let me put some context in that situation, right? That's not a jealousy test. That's a territorial test, right? Women like to be claimed, like to be dominated, right? So if you're her man and another man's trying to intrude on her territory, right?
Your territory.
My territory, right? She wants to feel like you're going to dismiss anything, not because she wants a reaction out of you in terms of jealousy, but because she wants to know that when she's with you, no other dude's gonna dare talk to her, right? So that I don't think that's a jealousy test. Now, mind you, in your situation, you could possibly see it as that. Why? Because one, Sammy was super immature. And I think, like I said earlier, women do test, but I don't think mature women intentionally do a jealousy test.
But they do. Not intentionally, but they still do it. Look, all right, I'll give another example. You're hanging out with your boys. The girl shows up and everything else like that. You guys already have a back and forth going on, right? You guys are already established in, what you're established in. And, things are going pretty smooth. You know you got her right where you want her, right? But then you see her go and flirt with the other boys. What she's doing in that situation is peeping your reaction to see how you react towards her. Because at the end of the day, she doesn't really want someone that's going to fly off the handle. Because if you're getting that jealous that quick, that's because you don't have the self-esteem required to be around her.
Okay, in that case, that is the jealousy test. And that one, I would say, is exactly the jealousy test. That one is the one where she will, for one, she's testing to see how well you think. You're saying if you're with your friends or whatever.
Yeah.
So she's testing how much you trust your friend group and seeing exactly. That's the fly off the handle jealousy test. I think the other one was exactly what TJ said. I think the other one is the territory test. I think those are two different tests. Because if it's with someone you know and you're supposed to trust, it's testing how much you trust the people you keep around you. And if you're going to be a hothead for no fucking reason, that's the jealousy test. I think what TJ said is exact. That if it's someone that you're not around that much, she wants you to kind of puff your chest up and be like, "I'll defend what's mine." Not go down there and be fucking crazy about it and get like people fired or whatever the fuck else crazy. Like that part's a jealousy.
You know what?
I'm not gonna go down there and start waving a gun in someone's face because someone was like, "Damn, girl, your ass is fat." But you know, I might have threatened to kick an old man down some steps one time, but that's not here nor there. That's we're not getting into mine because I don't think the statute of limitations on some of that shit is up yet. But no, but definitely if she's talking about like a random person at work or whatever, she wants you to be like, what the fuck? Why? Like, hell no. Like,
why the fuck would I do that?
Oh yeah, and another thing too, women, if they do the jealousy test, it's within 2 phases of a relationship or pre-relationship. So 1, when you're first getting to know her and she has a lot of guy friends,
that's when
she'll test you. And then 2, when you've already passed the honeymoon phase, you're not being as consistent as women like to say, and she wants to see if this relationship still has fire. So maybe she might, say some outlandish shit or pretend she's gonna do some outlandish shit, like go out with a whole bunch of dudes and go clubbing and not come home.